All right, chat, I have a major development for all people of Earth who play video games, namely Street Fighter 6 competitively and main Ed. But before I lose all your attention, let me show you a clip to maybe earn your attention back here. Sweet. No social life, no life, just grind. Right there, you might have noticed that this combo I pulled off here seems rather interesting. So if you were paying attention, you could notice that when I activated this level 2 conversion, something interesting happened, and that's the fact that Ed was actually sandwiching Kimberly here between himself and the level 2, which allowed for this crazy corner-to-corner juggle here and doing a ton of damage. And this is what I dubbed the desync combos with Ed's level 2. I was infatuated with landing the Psycho Sandwich desync Ed level 2 combos. In fact, I was so into them that I went ahead and developed a whole 17-minute plus guide detailing every single conversion and setup that I knew, because in order to land this combo, it required very specific setups and very specific frame kills and timing in order to achieve. And basically all of the conversions required you to land the OD flicker, the OD flicker move that grabs the opponent, pulls them in, and it required you to do it from specific punishes or from specific frame traps or specific shimmy baits, like using backdash. And I even made this whole guide detailing everything I knew about it at the time, and also even like a whole YouTube short going over how to pull off like the combo you saw there that I pulled off in a real match after the fact. And you know, you had to do a lot of practice and a lot of precise awareness to be able to pull it off. You also had to be in the corner or on the left side of the screen in order to get all the hits before the level 2 dissipated. And there's a lot of restrictions and a lot of situational awareness required to know when to do it and to know when you could do it, and then execution required to actually pull it off, because you could very easily drop these conversions. And even then, when all the moon and the stars align, it's not guaranteed that it'll give you the W, because right after landing this combo, I lost the round. I finally pulled it off in a full match, end to end the dream combo. Still lost the round and lost the game, but you know what? I pulled off the combo. However, there was a very exciting development, because I logged into Twitter a couple days ago and I see this post from Momochi. You know, I don't even know what's going on here. Isn't that bad? What is Momochi talking about here? Momochi is pretty much the Ed GOAT at this point, and this is the combo he showed off.
レシピは混同するな。
And I already lost my mind at that point. And then here's Momochi's look of deviousness at the beastly creation he just bestowed upon us. For those not understanding why this is such a monumental occasion, remember, to have these desync combos where Ed is repeatedly bouncing you back into the level 2 in this fashion to do a lot more extended juggles and damage, more corner carry, more meter build, it requires very precise setups. This setup he did here was not allowed. He did OD Blitz. There was no special conversion into the OD Snatcher, and he used this delay, manual time delay heavy blitz to pull them out of the juggle. Normally they would just continue to bounce and use up all the hits of the orb right away, but this manually timed heavy blitz, very precisely timed, sucked them out of the level 2, and then he was able to continue the juggle to get the desync state to do 1 billion damage. So on top of this being a crazy discovery that this was even possible to do, this combo conversion is significant because it's not just, oh, situational combo, really fancy, but not actually optimal. This is optimal. Let me go ahead and show you what it would look like instead to do a simple level 3 conversion. So this is your basic cash out level 3 combo. You know, it's pretty generic for Street Fighter 6 standards. Heavy drive rush, heavy drive rush. 5,998 damage right there with your level 3. What he did here, starting with level 2, building super meter during the process. You see here the level 2 is spent. He's building back super meter during the process and building back drive meter at the same time. This conversion does 6,200 240 damage, more than 240 damage more than doing a basic level 3 combo. It is extremely rare, and this might be the only time that I know of in this game. I'm sure someone can correct me, maybe like a Dhalsim level 2 conversion, but it's extremely rare to have any kind of level 2 plus level 1 super usage actually do more than a basic combo to level 3. This actually never happens. So this was a huge development. It's a new optimal punish for a DP when you block a DP into the corner. And it's a new development that you can even do these kind of combos. Remember, you could only do these DC combos from very specific OD Blitz conversions. If anytime you combo into a grounded OD Blitz, then this means that there's a whole new world of possibilities of when you can convert into these kind of desync routes and potential for new setups to optimize for corner carry and damage. So that got the gears turning for myself here, and so I immediately hit the lab to see if it was possible to do more than just from a grounded OD Blitz, and it turns out that you can do this from even like the target combo. So here I do a conversion, counter hit medium punch into the medium punch heavy punch target combo, which knocks them into the air and usually gives you completely different juggle options. You can do a very similar timing to get the manual heavy blitz to pull them out of the juggle, and then this combo, this conversion was actually super jank and very hard to pull off. And this doesn't do that much damage because of the scaling, but it's still, I believe, slightly more optimal than going straight into the level 2, and also builds your resources. It's more of a proof of concept to show that there's more ways out there using this concept of the manually timed heavy blitz to pull people out of the level 2 and keep the desync combos going. So the gears just started turning at that point. This is exciting stuff for Ed nerds, and you could see the potential for even pushing Ed to further limits here. And here, Momochi, who has been on the grind practicing these conversions, he even finds another layer to this conversion and gets the perfect sequence. Let's take a look at this here.
かなゲージマックスならまあこのスペースを作るの大事。夢を見るために。はい。
Walks away from the throw. He's on the left side of the screen, has space from the corner, gets the manually timed heavy blitz, and all of these DPs have manual timings and manual delays between them. He gets the full conversion. That, I had to speak on it, finds the empty jump low. Safe jump set up here. Burnout chip sequence. He builds another level 2 because of the meter building during his level 2 combo. Gets the take throws. And now it's Chip City. This sequence, I cannot stress to you enough how perfect this sequence was. So once again, he gets the new combo conversion, which is huge damage from the level 2. But once again, it's not just the fact that he's doing the level 2 conversions, because doing one punish counter heavy into level 2, you get comparable damage by doing the basic conversions that people know without the desync route. The difference here is you build significantly more meter, both your super and your dry meter, and you do significantly more corner carry. You go all the way to the corner from one side of the screen to the other, right? So pay attention to the super meter build here. So very difficult to pull off. So easy to drop the heavy blitz where they just fall into the level 2, and all those DPs require manual timing. Look at the meter build at the end of the sequence. He almost built back an entire bar by the time this combo finishes. Now, on top of this blew my mind too. This was another development. Normally, after the last hit of the level 2, I had assumed that there was literally no other combo ender or juggle you could do, and I mentioned that in my guide, other than level 1. He found out that you can do a heavy blitz where all of the hits whiff because you are past the juggle limit for those moves, but the last one connects. You can get one more hit here and cause a knockdown to set up an empty jump low here. I did not know you could do this at all. I had spent so many hours grinding in training mode to figure out what you could do at the end of this juggle. Normally, all I could find was level 1 at the end. Otherwise, nothing else will connect. Heavy blitz, all hits whiffing except for the last one connects, sets up an empty jump low. Then he creates this situation where he's able to do a safe jump. And notice how the Ken player, because he, used his OD meter here and then drive rushed in, and they got punish countered with a heavy into a level 2. His drive meter is so low, being drained by the level 2 as he's being pushed to the corner. He has basically only 1 bar drive meter when the sequence begins. And then once he blocks this safe jump, he's in chip. He's in chip range because this sequence, once he confirms he's not parrying and he's actually blocking the safe jump, just convert back into a level 2. He built another level 2 right away that forces the burnout. Immediately, he could have drive reversal to get a knockdown potentially, but he was in burnout no matter which way he sliced it. And once he takes that tick throw right here, this is guaranteed chip. As soon as he blocks this drive meter. I don't think wake up level 3 would have reached. Like level 1 and 2 would be stuff by the meaty flicker. Almost guaranteed checkmate from my understanding. Grab in plus frames with the burnout, increased plus frames, that's +8. Stand medium is 7 frames, so this is a true block string. Stand medium into ODDP to get the guaranteed perfect and the chip. This sequence is mwah, mwah. This is like everything you dream of. After labbing for hours and hours and hours, the golden opportunity arises and you don't drop the execution and you get the job done. But I cannot stress enough how difficult this combo is. Momochi was grinding this for hours and hours. I've been grinding it as well. Landing this heavy blitz is such a risk because if you mistime it, usually what happens is they just immediately fall into the level 2. So you don't get punished, but you get a significantly weaker combo than if you had gone for this safe level 2 conversions. So it's a huge risk to do this here. And then all these DPs, you have to manually delay here, slightly walk forward, manually delay here. And then once you land that, you're pretty much home free for the rest of the stretch. But there's so many points where you can drop the combo and get like no return on spending 2 bars. Huge execution requirement to make this happen. But when it all lines up, it's so beautiful. So I'm definitely heading the lab to optimize this myself and see if I can incorporate this into my own gameplay. But the biggest takeaway from all this from Momochi, the GOAT here, is that he didn't come up with this. As you see here in his video discussing when he first learned about these conversions, Twitch chatter told him what to do. He's like, oh, what are you saying there? So listen, 99.99% of the time in Twitch chat, when you guys give me or other streamers advice, it is thanks for supporting, thanks for tuning in. But you guys are usually spreading blatant misinformation. And sometimes you have to go the route of please, no advice. Because oftentimes, 99.9% of the times, it is just going in the wrong directions. It's slowing the process down, unfortunately. Too many cooks in the kitchen. However, that 0.01% of the time, you guys do have nuggets of wisdom, nuggets of gold. And this Twitch chat monster, Hotoki, I don't want to totally butcher their name there. Momochi actually gave him credit from this Twitch chat, which is great to see. He brought up this route to Momochi, and he began his investigation and utilizing it and optimizing it to its fullest potential. And it turns out someone in my Twitch chat actually mentioned this combo a few days before I saw all of this, but I missed their message. He asked me to post a link to a combo, and I said, okay, and then I never looked at the combo. That's also on me, I suppose. So listen, shout out to you guys in the Twitch chat and the YouTube comments. Oh, there he is, Ukemi in the chat. He actually apparently dropped it in the chat, and I totally missed it. So look, listen, I'm not always going to expect greatness from you guys, but there's strength in numbers, and sometimes you guys come up with great things. And that led to this amazing development with Momochi optimizing to the fullest potential from a Twitch chat monster. So that's the big developments here. Obviously, this is more exciting for hardcore Street Fighter nerds and Ed nerds like myself. But I think it's really cool that this character is being pushed to the limit and that there's some kind of high execution, character specific, and expertise specific conversions that still exist in this game. I think that sort of stuff is really fun about fighting games when you see someone pushing character to their limits that other people cannot do. So I love this sort of stuff. So let me know what you think about this video in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. This sequence is mwah, mwah. This is like everything you dream of after labbing for hours and hours and hours. Mwah, mwah.